Hey, Donnie Walker here. So I did a video earlier of how the auto-tune system on Husky works. It's a pretty neat system. When you use the common service tool, which is the unit you put onto the computer to download it and check the hours and how it's been running to make sure everything's functioned properly. It gives you these error codes to tell you, it could be an air leak, could be an ignition problem, could be a throttle sensor, a bunch of different things. It kind of just gives you a clue what to be looking for. But we kind of figured that out ourselves pretty good. I didn't mention, even the MS stills, the M-Tronic. When you're running these new saws, you really need to let them warm up a bit. And after you're using them full throttle, when you're out of the wood, just let it idle and cool down a bit, so it finds its perimeters again. If you run it full throttle and you're in a big piece of wood and you just shut it off, it still thinks that it's in the full throttle positioning mode, which is the same with M-Tronic and auto-tune. So if you are having problems with any M-Tronic ones or the auto-tune, just let it idle for a while and let it find itself again. It'll sense the elevation and the humidity and everything else that it detects. I just wanted to share that because I didn't really mention it in that video. I should have talked a little bit more about that. But you know me, I don't edit or nothing. I just strictly put a video on, right? I'm just heading down to Duncan, BC on the island here to a go-kart meeting tonight. Discuss our spring and summer series that we're going to be running. We're going to run some races here in Cowichan and by Duncan, and mainland at Chilliwack at the Greg Moore Raceway. Greg Moore Race Park is named after Greg Moore, which is a friend of mine that I used to race karts with. And I actually still got one of his go-kart engines at my dad's house that he left me years ago. And unfortunately, Greg Moore passed away in an IndyCar race in California years ago. So the track's named after him, which is cool. And I've never been there or raced on there, so I've been kind of sad about that. But of course, about him passing away too. But I'm going to go there this summer and race on his track in memory of him. And I'm going to support his number as well when I do that. And I'm also going to go to this Area 55, I think it's called. It's up in Soyuz. It's a road race course there for cars. And there's a kart track there too. So we're going to have basically a provincial series again, a regional series, which is cool. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyways, you guys don't need to hear about that much, I guess. But anyways, the saws themselves, yeah. So do that, let them idle, get them kind of used to where you're at, whatever country you're in or province or state, and elevation. And, then do the cutting with it. And if it does have a problem, then do that reset like I showed you. But if it's not giving you a problem, don't worry about it. You only really need to do it if it's running really weird and not idling, okay? Then try that. And if it's beyond that, if that doesn't work, that manual reset like that, then you need to go into a dealer and have it downloaded. Same with the M-Tronic, very similar to the stills. The stills, biggest problem I've seen so far is their solenoid, which is controls the fuel, which is on the carburetor. There's been a few of them. They've changed those a few times now, upgraded them, but some of them I still have the problem with. And I'm going to do a video in the next few days on how to change that. It's very simple. You can buy the kit, which I showed you in another video. It's a fuel filter and a solenoid. It's only $20, not even $20. In the US, it's probably even cheaper. So they've made it affordable for people because they know they have a problem, basically. Fuel filters is a big thing too. I've stressed it before, but every month throw a fuel filter in if you're working it daily. If you're a daily user cutter, you should be changing that thing every 30 days. And throw a spark plug in too. Come on, it's not very much money. You guys can afford it. or they're not going to run right. And make sure you have the fixed top spark plugs, not the screw-on cap type, because that disrupts the spark in the control unit to control your fuel and your carburetor. So, you know, there's a lot of guys out there that badmouth auto-tune and Mtronic. I wish they just stuck with the old school. Well, yeah, me too in a way, but you know what? These things run pretty sweet, man. When they're running right, they're great. So that's all we're going to be able to be selling soon in our area, and a lot in the U.S. too. So, you know, it's dumb. I know I've said it before. We're the smoggiest, dirtiest countries in the world still get to run those old smoky ones, you know. But what can I do about it? I'm not that girl from Sweden. I can't change the world with pollution there. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that, and yeah, I'm hoping the Husky guys I talked to today. I haven't liked the T540 for a while, the Husqvarna topping saw, and because we had so many issues with the auto-tune with that. When they ran good, they're a great saw, but there's a new generation of it now, the Mark II or Mark III, the third generation. So I talked to one of our representatives today from Canada, Husky Canada, and I'm hoping I'll get a test one and get it out to a climber near me here real soon. We all know the Stills 200T and the 201 has been, you know, pretty much the 200's been the best for years. Definitely, hands down, the 200's the best all around. 201, it's gotten there. They started off bad, but they're getting much better, and they're coming around too. So anyways, I'm getting to my meeting here. Keep a saw in the wood, stick in the ice, rubber on the road. Check out the WalkerSawShop.com online store. And hey, have a great night. The time changed now. It's awesome. It's still light out, and it's 6:03. It's nice. And now I actually feel like doing something at night. You know, before when it's dark, you know, at 5 o'clock or 4:30, you just don't feel like doing anything. Anyways, have a great day. Donnie Walker out.